Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I make a white sauce. And if you're, one of the things about going gluten-free is you can't have regular flour. And so that cuts out white sauce and all that. But I have, let me see, right front. I took an old recipe from Betty Crocker and I switched it around so that it works for me. So what I'm doing, I'm doubling this. And I'll put the recipe in the description bar. But I'm doubling it. So this is just a couple tablespoons of butter. And I'm using soy milk. This is a vanilla flavor instead of regular milk. So yeah. And what people usually do is put the flour into the saucepan and make a roux, but I don't do it that way. When I was first learning how to cook, I was taught to use cornstarch, and cornstarch is gluten-free. So, and that's a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Hang on. Sorry about that. So anyway, while that's melting in here, I am just going to, what I do is I put it directly in the liquid. And this works if you're using water or milk or whatever. But it prevents lumps. So instead of, when you make gravy, instead of using flour, this is what I make. This is how I make it. And I just stir it up in here so it's all dissolved. And I probably should be using a, what are they called? Little wire things. Okay, my mind is going blank right now. What is the word for that thing? Whisk. A whisk. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah. So what you want to do is get this all dissolved in your milk, or in my case in the soy milk. And when that's melted, I'll show you, it's so easy. But once you know how to make a good white sauce that's gluten-free, you can use it for vegetables, you can use it with meats, you can flavor it any way you want. But for me, this was a real eye-opener and a real, it just expanded my possibilities for cooking gluten-free in so many different ways. Like tonight I'm going to make creamed ham. So I've already got that chopped up, so I'll just dump that in as soon as this is ready. And if you like it thicker, you can just add some more milk and some more cornstarch. But this way, I actually like it a lot better than a normal white sauce. Normal white sauce with milk and, because it's just milk and flour and butter, right? That kind of is tasteless to me, but this, I just really enjoy it. Tastes better, and then you just stir it. I have some salt and pepper here. And just, yeah, flavor according to taste. Of course. And I hope this is coming across okay on camera. But this is what I'm making for dinner tonight, so I thought I would filament. You can't really tell just yet, but if you keep stirring, it's starting to thicken up just a bit already. And sometimes if you add more butter, you can add a little bit more flavor that way. Like I said, this is just a doubling of this. So if you have problems with milk and are lactose intolerant, this is really good. Cornstarch is really gentle. It's good for you. Simple. Gluten-free, which we love, right? But I was making gravy. Like I said, when I first was learning to cook, I was taught to use, to dissolve cornstarch in a little glass of water. So it's completely dissolved. Oh, see here it's thickening up now. And then pour it into your drippings. And that way, the secret is you don't get any lumps that way. Come on. Thicken up. It should be thickening up by now. I have it on medium heat. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little bit more soy milk. This is a smidge. And another, I don't know, how much milk is that? Half a cup. Okay, so I'm going to put about this much. And so I want it nice and thick. And just make sure that it's all dissolved in there so there's no lumps. See? And this should help. And because I added more of that, I'll go ahead and add some more butter. And I imagine you can use whatever substitute you like if you're vegan or whatever. Okay, yeah, I can see it starting to thicken up now. Just grab a knife here. Hey, Hamlet! One of my cats is keeping me company. And you can just eyeball this. And this is just how I like to make it. So, I hope it helps you guys. As soon as I realized that you could start substituting things for flour, it just opens up a whole new world for cooking and for baking. And in another video I'll show you the different brands that I use. They're gluten-free baking flours and all sorts of different things. Come on. So, just because I'm doing this, I bet. You know what they say about a watch pot never boils? Well, I guess it's doing this. But it's really fast, really easy, and as a base, You can't beat it. See, I get a little bit nervous when I'm cooking on camera. I tend to forget what I'm doing. Turn it up a little bit, maybe. It's been a long time since I made regular food with gluten in it. 15, 16 years, something like that. Come on. So, do you guys have any recipes for substituting things like this for a white sauce? Okay, I can feel it starting to thicken up. Do you, like, what I like to do is put this over like asparagus, steamed asparagus. That's really good. And like I said before, oh, see how nice that is? It's thickening up really nicely. I'm going to make creamed ham and put it over toast, because this is leftover ham that I have from what I made. Okay, can you see how you can see the marks left in the sauce by the whisk? Can you see that? Yeah. Maybe just had the heat on too low, but I don't like to burn the butter. Okay. See it sticking to the side of the pan? That's nice. Okay. There we go. I'll turn this off. And that's it. That's really all there is to making a gluten-free white sauce. This smells good, it tastes good. And I'm going to go ahead and put the, see? Oh, it's just nice and thick. And I like a thick white sauce. You can use this for baking, for anything really. And it's just a good tool to have in your toolbox. So, it's nice and thick. And this is just what I happen to be making right now. So I hope that this is really helpful for you guys. And like I said, I'll put my recipe and how I do it. This is just something that I came up with. If you guys have any ideas of something you'd like to see me bake or cook or whatever, just please let me know. I want to hear from you as much as possible. And if you have other ways of making things that are gluten-free, share those too. I'd love to hear what you've come up with. So it's all about being healthy and gluten-free and eating good food. So that's it. I hope this is helpful. Talk to you next time.